Hey everyone, welcome back to Canada, the Illusion of Freedom and System of Control Solutions. I hear all the time, okay, so you've shown me the illusion of freedom and system of control, but now what do we do about it? How do we get out of this mess? Well, that's the question of all questions, isn't it? There are a lot of people out there that are providing truth and information about how the world really works, about the system of control. There are also many people that are fighting against the illusion of freedom and system of control through constitutional challenges in the courts, through jurisdictional challenges in the courts, attempting to bring common law into Admiralty maritime jurisdiction. There are people that are advocating writing new constitutions in every province and territory by the people, for the people. I agree with all of these solutions, and I also believe that all of these solutions are necessary to create the Canada we all believe in. Not only the Canada, but the world we all believe in. That being said, what is the right solution? Well, I've been studying and researching this for over 10 years now. And I've seen a lot of things happen and not happen. That being said, constitutional challenges. Rocco Galati, for example. Outstanding man and lawyer fighting for every Canadian. However, Rocco Galati is fighting within a system created to protect the members and the system itself from the people. Constitutional challenges on occasion are successful, small ones. They need to keep that carrot dangling to perpetuate the illusion of freedom. But the big ones never succeed. Some go on for years and then are finally at the last stage are shut down. Comer versus the Bank of Canada is a perfect example. Some people, for decades now, have attempted to challenge jurisdiction of the courts. Man or woman, artificial person. Common law, Admiralty maritime law. There have been successes on a very small scale. Most of the successes that I have seen personally have happened outside of the courts. Courts are courts of public record. So, jurisdictional challenges or attempts to bring common law into admiralty jurisdiction exposes the system of control, which cannot be allowed. Most successful jurisdictional challenges or common law challenges happen outside the courts. They'll happen on the court steps or before the defendant enters the court, because then it becomes public record, and they cannot allow that under any circumstances, because that would bring down the entire system globally. Constitutional conventions by the people, for the people. Legal and lawful constitutions. Will the government accept that? Never. Because that would be admitting their entire system of government up to this point from 1867 has been illegal, unlawful, and de facto. They're never going to admit that. And they're never going to freely give up their power and control and ability to rape the energy, money, natural resources from the people of Canada. That's never going to happen. So what's our solution? Our solution is all of these avenues need to be pursued. Absolutely. However, all of this deliberate deception, fraud, and trespass relies on our consent to be governed. They have acquired our consent to be governed, be it given or implied, through deliberate deception, fraud, and trespass. All we must do is collectively unite, educate people to the truth, and collectively remove our consent to be governed. Once we do that, all of our other issues can then be resolved. But not until. Is the system of control going to allow us to restore the courts to common law? No. Is the system of control going to allow constitutional challenges to proceed or succeed? No. Is the de facto government going to accept a constitution written by the people, for the people, of every province and territory, creating a government legally and lawfully by the people, for the people? No. So what's our solution? Our solution is all of the above, but first we must collectively unite, educate, and remove our consent to be governed by tyranny, deliberate deception, fraud, trespass on behalf of the entire Canadian government. Until we do that, none of our other avenues of truth, justice, and freedom will succeed. The system will not allow it. To think that one court case is going to bring down the entire global system is naive. People have been trying for decades. Not only that, the system of control has recognized this fact. They have actually written the Anti-Government Movement Guidebook for judges, prosecutors, and police in the U.S. This was written in 1997 or 98. Up to 1997 or 98, when it was written, they didn't know what to do. The system was being exposed. People were winning on a small level, on a personal level. They had to stop it. So they developed the guidebook for judges, prosecutors, and police. And you can bet that not only in the US, but every country has adopted the same countermeasures to lawful proceedings. And to believe that they'll just give that up and say, okay, yep, you got us, is just naive. This is life and death. This is very dangerous. To think that they wouldn't do anything to protect their illusion of freedom and system of control is naive. So everyone out there involved in this movement has to be aware. You are a target. And personally, on our own, we're nothing. Collectively, we are everything. Their power derives from our consent, be it given or implied. Remove our consent. Removes their power. That being said, my next video is going to be Canada, the Illusion of Freedom and System of Control, case law. I know, case law. Good grief. I'm just going to show a few cases and illustrate through their courts what I'm talking about. Again, not my words. These are court decisions in their admiralty courts. So stay tuned. The next video, it will be coming up. When you get into case law, you can literally spend unlimited time. This case leads to that case, leads to this case, leads to this case cites that case. It's madness. Part of the system of control. They rely on us not reading case law. I happen to be a voracious reader, so I read their case law, and I'm going to share it with you all. That being said, stay tuned. The next video will be not too far off. Thanks for watching.